You know, with doing my first video last night, I woke up this morning, 3 hours later, and I said, let's do another video. And it hit me. It's Friday. So why not let's just review Friday, the movie.
You're not hearing the greatest of all time.
Friday is written by Ice Cube and it's co-written by DJ Pooh. The director for Friday is Felix Gray. I'm probably the first person that has pronounced his name that way. He's done a few things that I've enjoyed. He's set to direct Fast 8 that's going to be coming out next year. So Friday starts off as a quiet Friday morning in a urban neighborhood in, I think it's South Central LA. I could be wrong about that. It stars Ice Cube as Craig Jones. Now Craig Jones, he just got fired the day before from his job for stealing boxes. His plan for that day is just to hang out with his friend, and his friend is Smokey, played by Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker really put Chris Tucker on the map. Before then, he did one other movie. I believe it was a movie, could have been a TV show. Not coming to me at the top of my head at the moment. He did House Party, and he did a few times. He did Def Comedy Jam, which is a comedy stand-up. This movie is filled with memorable quotes, funny characters. The late great, one of my favorite comedians of all time, Bernie Mac, is in this. He plays a pastor. You have a woman named Felicia. She's all strung out on drugs and her hair is all wild. She acts crazy things. She acts for strange favors. So at one scene, she comes up. This is early in the morning. This could probably be 8 o'clock in the morning. She goes to Craig's house and asks to borrow his microwave. Now, you just don't ask anyone to borrow their microwave. As Craig said it, it's like asking if he was to ask her to borrow her air condition. So you have a whole bunch of funny characters, just unique characters in this film. There's a character called, his name is Ezil, and Ezil is another drug addict who he climbs through people's houses. Ezil's absolutely hilarious. One of his funniest quotes in this film for me is when Craig and Smokey goes to a liquor store to buy, or it could have been a liquor store, could have been a bodega, could have been a corner store for Smokey's mother to buy her cigarettes. And Ezil goes with them inside there, and he falls on the floor as pretending he fell on a wet spot. Ezil says he's suing. My neck, my back. And he's gonna sue for $150,000, but I'll settle out of court for $20. Ezil is a very funny character. There's also a neighborhood bully played by Tiny Lister, who got a role on Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown, which I will review at a later time. This movie is nothing complicated. It's nothing too difficult to follow. It's a straightforward comedy movie. Okay, Chris Tucker, who is supposed to sell the rest of this weed for this drug dealer named Big Worm, and he does not. And what he does is he convinces Craig, who at the time and before, he never smoked. All he did was drink. So Smokey convinces Craig that you ain't got nothing to do, you ain't got no job, we're gonna get high today. So he convinces Craig, not knowingly Craig, to smoke with him. And the weed that he's smoking is the rest of the weed that he's supposed to selling for the drug dealer Big Worm. So when the drug dealer Big Worm comes for the rest of the money or the rest of the weed, because he's going to sell it off, Chris Tucker, Smokey, doesn't have it. So Big Worm gives Craig and Smokey until I believe it was 9 o'clock, could be midnight, not too sure, but night to come up with the rest of his $200. Ladies and dogs, I really love this movie. Like I said, it's straightforward, it's very funny, very memorable. The movie came out in '95. I know all the lines. Anyone who's seen it, they know all the lines. It's extremely funny. It's still funny today. I would have to say the movie Friday is I would have to say an 82 out of 100. Again, it's a straightforward movie. It's not long. It is what it is. It's just two black guys hanging out in a neighborhood. Takes, of course, from morning to night, and that's it. It's very straightforward. So what do you think? Is your rating as close as mine? A little bit more, a little less? 82 out of 100 for Friday. Classic movie. It's going to be a classic 20 years from now. At this point, I still haven't heard any news for a fourth Friday movie. So at this point, I don't care for a fourth Friday movie. I feel like it's pretty much past due at this point. So an 82 out of 100 for Friday. Guys, subscribe. There's going to be more reviews, more content on this channel. Catch you later.